Shonda Rhimes is one of the most talented producers, writers of our time period. If you need a TV show done, that's your girl. Ring her up. All she know how to do is make hit after hit after hit. And I'm gonna tell you why I believe she's one of the most successful TV producers alive. One of the most obvious, she created Grey's Anatomy. Come on. She created the show that's what on like season 15, 17, something like that. One of her first shows too. Like this is like, and she created just a banger. Like imagine that. But imagine one of the first shows you've ever made, like being Grey's Anatomy, being that awesome. Like that's insane. And that's why, like I said, she's so talented. She's so successful. Like that's crazy to think about. That show with Grey's Anatomy was so, like, it gave us a different world. Like I don't think people were thinking like, what are doctors doing? Like I think people maybe thought it, and we had TV shows like kind of touch on it a bit, but Shonda Rhimes added drama to it. So like instead of like, oh, the doctors are stressed about trying to solve the problem, these doctors are having relationship issues. We're getting all in their backstory. We're figuring out how residency is for them. Like Shonda Rhimes did that. And she created such a successful series. And yeah, so that's just one of the reasons why I think she is so successful, awesome, talented, and great. Two, she created one of my favorite TV shows of all time, How to Get Away with Murder. Oh, the suspense, the drama, everything. She created these dynamic, awesome characters. We have Viola Davis, one of the most talented, awesome, great actors of our time. And then we got her on a TV show where we got to see her every freaking week. Viola Davis is literally one of my favorite actors, and I think this show probably solidified that for me or made her my favorite. I remember watching this TV show with my mom, with my sister, all at the same time. Like, and this is crazy because this is like years ago, right? So like, imagine like a TV show where you can really do that. Like, sit with the whole family. Like my brother would watch it with us. It was so good. It was so much drama. It was suspense. You had literal murders happening. It was just such a good show. It was an amazing show. I feel like, in my opinion, I loved How to Get Away with Murder more than Grey's Anatomy. Not to make sisters fight, but, well, children fight. And then also, she gave this lead role to a dark-skinned black woman, which is really rare. You know what I mean? You that's not normal for TV. Like, let's be real here. And for it to get that many seasons was great. The whole cast was good. Like, who did casting? Because they casted perfect people. These actors really embodied these roles. And I think more than casting, it does take a good director, producer, like to really make it all come together. And it's just one, like I said, of the many examples why Shonda is so amazing and why she'll always get the praises over here for me. Now, you cannot say Shonda Rhimes without this next show, Scandal. Like I said, she's given us so many classics, so many hits. But once again, Shonda Rhimes gives us a different angle, right? Instead of thinking, I've never like seen a TV show this good about presidents, right? She took it in like a different, complete angle. We're not thinking like just what is the president doing in the world and people trying to assassinate him. Like there's stuff in there like that, but it's like behind the scenes. Like I feel like Scandal gave you that feeling that you were like peeking behind the curtain and seeing drama. Like we know stuff happened with Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky, like, but you never like really get to know what's happening. And I feel like Scandal, I really scratched that itch, you know? And it was just done so well. Like I said, the casting was amazing. Kerry Washington and the man that plays Fitzgerald, like, babe, they literally are on another planet. And it's going to annoy me because I know his name, and it's going to annoy me that I forgot. Tony Goldwyn, okay? So I forgot briefly. I had to Google it. But they had such great chemistry, and this was such a good cast. Even when they had to remove people, they handled it so well. Like, this show was just, it was eating down. I'm literally thinking like, business mode. What does a lawyer have to do? What is the people that work for the lawyer, for the president like? because we never get to see that. Like, these people are so private, like they should be. You know what I mean? For safety reasons or political reasons, whatever. They are so private. The people who work for them are typically very private. So we never get to really peek behind the curtain. And Scandal really, really kind of solidified itself as one of the biggest shows in media, whatever, that will highlight that. The fact that Kerry Washington and Tony Goldwyn literally are on the political trail right now. The cast was on the political trail. That just shows the impact that they had. Like, who would have thought Kerry Washington would be giving a speech at the DNC? Like, this is insane. Not saying she's not cool and awesome, but I'm saying, like, her and then even bringing out Tony Goldwyn, that just showed that power. Gavin Newsom, the senator from, not the senator, I think he's the governor from California. People comparing him to Tony Goldwyn, that just showed the level of like impact that this show had. It was humongous. And as if we have not talked about hit after hit after hit, I've already talked about all the reasons why Shonda Rhimes is one of the most successful people ever, okay? But we would not stop there, okay? Because she continues her greatness. If you have Netflix, if you have any internet, if you're anywhere alive on the internet and you are anywhere, you have seen Bridgerton somewhere, anywhere on the world, because you cannot escape it. Then she also produced Queen Charlotte. Like, come on, these are the biggest TV shows around. Bridgerton is one of the biggest TV shows in existence right now. And even the way that that's handled, the diversity of the cast, the writing, everything is done so beautifully and so regally. Come on, she's so awesome. And from what I understand, she picked this book to produce, right? So her mind to like see something and jump on it like is insane. And I hope she continues to get all the flowers in the world thrown at her, because she deserves it. And speaking of the deal with Netflix, this is another reason why I love Shonda Rhimes. She did not let nobody play in her face. If you did not know, Shonda Rhimes used to work with ABC. That's what she was known for. I can't remember if it was like a Friday for them or Shondaland Friday or something like that, or Saturday. It's where like all her shows would come on the same day. So like Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, like they all would be on the same exact day, I think. And obviously that's another thing too. She created Shondaland, which is her production company. So once again, so talented. But back to the story. So she's working for ABC and she's at Disney, and she needed an extra ticket for her sister, an all-inclusive ticket, which I learned, I think it's pretty standard, right? So when you work for like these big production companies, they also know these like other companies like Disney, what is it? Not Warner Brothers, but it's Universal Studios. There we go. Because they're all production companies, they kind of know each other. And so she asked for an extra ticket from one of the executive producers at ABC. And he told her, "Don't you have enough already?" The woman who is carrying your production company, carrying your channel, carrying it on her back, you tell her, "Don't you have enough?" For a Disney ticket? I could see if she was asking for a yacht, you know what I mean? And from what my understanding is, it's pretty standard for people to ask the companies for an extra ticket or tickets to places. That's one of the perks of being one of the big people there, is that you get these like small perks and things. And so her sister needed a ticket. They get there, it does not work. And homeboy tells her, like, just don't you have enough? And she said that same day she called her lawyers and told them, get me out of there. Get me out of that contract. And she did. She got out of that contract, and then she signed a contract with Netflix for $150 million. Talk about a boss. Talk about a boss. Like, oh my God. Every time I think about her, it's nothing but greatness. She really is great and talented, a superb writer, creative. Ugh, I just can't get enough. I can't get enough. And the fact that she is the reason why we have so many female-led TV shows like this, the diversity in Bridgerton, the diversity in How to Get Away with Murder. Because if you think about it, that was a very diverse cast. Like, think of Grey's Anatomy, diverse cast. These are all female-led TV shows by a woman finally being in the writer's seat, by a woman finally being in the producer's seat. She is one of the few women who are actually producers, who own their own production company. This is not small. This is big for everybody. So, Shonda, if you see this, I love you. You're talented. Keep doing what you're doing. I believe in you. I've never not believed in you. And you got this. Continue being great. And if you see this, for the viewers, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And the whole week of October, I'm just going to be uploading every single day. The plan is to upload spooky, scary stuff. I picked Shonda because she's worked on How to Get Away with Murder. So technically, she has worked on spooky stuff. And she has worked on a lot of suspense stuff. So I feel like it's really great. Have a good day. Bye.